Hello, my friend. If you've lived long enough, chances are you've faced some heavy seasons in your life. Chances are you've walked through hardships, witnessed moments you wish you hadn't, and even endured challenges that have left their marks. And the truth is, it isn't only those of us with many years behind us. Sadly, even our young people today have had to see and witness and experience things that we wish they never had to carry. And in those moments and in those seasons, I know it hurts. It really hurts. I know you've been hurt. I know you've been abandoned, betrayed, maybe even manipulated by someone you gave your all to. You loved them with everything within you. Everything you got, you poured into them. But what you got in return was heartbreak, lies, and confusion. And in those moments like that, it's easy, almost natural, for us to pray for their downfall, for us to wish them harm. To wish that they would feel the same pain they caused us. To somehow wish that the universe or even God Himself would just teach them a lesson, so that they finally know what it feels like. But let me whisper this truth to your heart. Praying for their destruction will not bring you healing. No. Praying for their destruction, their annihilation, for them to somehow disappear, it will not bring you any type of peace or healing. Hoping for their demise won't even restore your joy. And carrying bitterness inside of you will only poison your spirit. Yes, it will poison your spirit. And then that poison will spread until it consumes the very peace that you are longing for. So I have found that instead of praying for their destruction and their demise, I want to invite you to pray differently. Don't pray for their end. No, instead, pray for your enlightenment. Yes, pray for your enlightenment and for the light to be turned on in your mind, in your soul. Pray for your healing. Pray for your eyes to be open to the truth about who they were, and even more importantly, about who you are right now and who you are becoming through all of this. Because here's the reality. When people mishandle you, when they abandon you or betray your trust, it says more about them than it does about you. Oh, it exposes their immaturity. It exposes their brokenness and their inability to love in a way that is whole and selfless. But it also exposes areas in your life where you may have needed clarity, where you may have needed wisdom or boundaries. And that's where your prayer shifts, where you stop asking, God, why did they do this to me? And you start asking, God, what do you want me to learn from this? What do you want me to learn from this? What are you showing me about myself? What wisdom are you trying to place in my spirit? You see, when you pray for enlightenment, you give God room to turn your pain into power. You give Him permission to transform your heartbreak into wisdom, your disappointments into direction, and your betrayals into breakthroughs. And now, instead of staying stuck in what they did, you rise into what and who you are becoming. Now, I won't lie to you or try to convince you that it's easy, because it's not. It's not easy. When you've cried those deep tears, the ones that choke you in the middle of the night, the ones you hide from everyone else, when you've given everything and have been left with nothing, oh, it takes courage to not want revenge, and it takes courage to just let go. But remember this, God doesn't need your anger in order to bring justice. He doesn't need your bitterness in order to balance the scales. And that's because He saw it all. Oh yes, God saw it all. Oh yes, God heard every word. He saw every manipulation, every selfish act, all of it. None of them were ever hidden from Him. But here's the wisdom. Sometimes justice is not about their destruction, but it's about your growth. Sometimes the most powerful form of justice is you rising, healed, unbitter, unbothered, whole, and free, while they remain bound by their own choices. So instead of saying, God, take them down, you say, God, lift me up. Bring me up higher. Open my eyes and show me what I couldn't see when I was blinded by love, by hope, by desperation, and by longing. Say, merciful Father, please teach me how to guard my heart without hardening it. Teach me how to love again without fear. And teach me how to walk in wisdom so I never again mistake manipulation for love. No, not ever again. Because trust me, prayer changes everything, everything. Not because it changes them, but because it changes you. I mean, think about it. Every time you choose to pray for understanding instead of destruction, you break free from the chains of bitterness. Every time you choose to release instead of resent, you create space for healing. And every time you choose to see with open eyes, open hearts, you take back the power they thought they had stolen. This is how you reclaim your peace, and this is how you reclaim your life. You see, heartbreak is not the end of your story. Betrayal does not define you. Abandonment is not your identity. These experiences are just chapters, not conclusions. And when you pray for enlightenment, you begin to see the bigger picture. You begin to understand that what left you broken also left you open. Oh yes, it left you open to wisdom, open to clarity, and open to becoming the best version of yourself. And the prayer of enlightenment, it sounds something like this. Lord, help me see clearly. Lord, help me heal deeply. Lord, please help me grow from this, not stay stuck in this. And Lord, help me remember that my worth is not diminished by their inability to love me, to value me, and to treat me with dignity. See, when your prayer changes, your life changes. And little by little, the tears that once felt endless begin to water the soil of new beginnings. You know, the nights that once seemed unbearable, they begin to give way to mornings filled with quiet strength. And maybe right now you're asking, but what about them? Yeah, what about them? Shouldn't they face consequences? And to that I will say, oh yes, they will. They will. Because every seed planted, whether good or bad, produces a harvest. A harvest that is not yours to control. So release them and leave them, and leave the outcome in God's almighty hands. And now what you focus on is your healing. You focus on your freedom and your enlightenment. Because the best revenge is not revenge at all. No, it's actually peace. It's having clarity. And it's a life so whole that what they did to you can no longer define you. So today, I want to encourage you to let go of the prayers for their downfall. Release the fantasies of them coming back crawling or finally realizing your worth only when it's too late. Those thoughts only keep you tied to their actions. So instead, shift your prayer inward and ask for wisdom. Ask for a vision and ask for clarity. And ask for the courage to walk away with peace in your heart. Because the truth is this, you don't need them to fall in order for you to rise. No, you don't need them to lose in order for you to win. And your victory is not tied to their demise. No, your victory is tied to your healing. It's tied to your faith and to your decision to move forward with wisdom. So my friend, dry your tears, lift your head up, and remember, the same God who saw your heart break will also see your restoration. The same God who watched you pour yourself into someone who could not receive it will pour His love, His grace, and His peace back into you. And the question is not whether they will face what they did. The question is, will you allow God to open your eyes, to enlighten your spirit, and to elevate you beyond the pain into the person you are always meant to be? Again, my friend, don't pray for their destruction. Pray for your enlightenment instead. Don't pray for their end, but pray for your new beginning. Because when you open your eyes, you will see that those heartbreaks, the manipulations, the lies, all of them, they were not the end of you, but they were the awakening of you. So I leave you with this question. Will you choose to stop focusing on their downfall, their demise, their destruction, and instead pray for your breakthrough? Pray for your enlightenment, and pray for the next chapter of your life. So I invite you to please share your thoughts with us and encourage someone else. See you next time.